Welcome to another edition of In the Divide, where we're sharing all things crypto together with Algorand. Hopefully, everyone's doing great. It's been wonderful. Couple of been wonderful day. Um, Hopefully, you're feeling the hopium, the momentum of the market. Um, want to give you a little bit of information based on some of the factors in the market. Hopefully, this will help with your bag. This is not financial advice, but it's something hopefully you can use with all the other information that's out there. First of all, what we want to do, why is the market doing what it's doing? All right. We already see that the market has momentum. What the market is doing is it's expressing a couple of things. One, if you listen to my video, if you probably listen to anything financial, you will understand the rates. There was a big thing where the market was already baking in an interest rate hike, a quarter percentage interest rate hike for November. And as you see here, the Fed has paused that. They put a pause on it. So when something like that happens where there is an expectation and the Fed actually does something more neutral, that means people who've been planning for something a little more drastic has either extra income or they have um, their plans were for something more dramatic happening. So there is, in theory, a little bit more capital available in the market because expecting and planning for an interest rate hike based on those factors and it doesn't happen, it puts you in a fact act into a position of what to do with the money that you planned on um, 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 either doing something with or moving or saving. Uh, Most people don't understand. A lot of companies that are trying to continue to grow, they're always looking for things to do with their money, far as making more or preserving it. So a lot of times, if you don't not in that mindset of understanding um, um, what most of these people are looking for in the economy, you're really um, probably shouldn't be in a position of uh, you know in some of these financial instruments because all these things plays a heavy toll in what the market actually does. So since the Fed hit this pause, there's a couple other factors in the market as far as housing and unemployment that has not been doing as bad. So um, when you have what we have as far as the economy now, the way the inflation is, there's always going to be what they call a flight to quality. Um, People are trying to find what to do with my money. In olden times, people would be trying to find a bond market, T bills, and things of that money structure to save money. But I think right now there's a transition where the flight to quality may be people looking for a cryptocurrency. They may be looking to the blockchain for some of that quality, some of that protection from the inflation that's going on. And if that is the truth, then this is a very big step in cryptocurrency taking a big step in being a really strong market participant in some of these in some of the long term plans of some of these corporations and institutions, and hopefully some of the people who are financially understanding that the digital market is in a position to uh, be a hedge against the inflation, against the depowering of the dollar. There's a usefulness for um, the blockchain. Wanted to also kind of bring up another thing. Solana has been in the news um, because of the visa thing, and they have been pretty pretty drastically climbing for a significant period of time. So Solana has this on ramp where if it becomes um, a viable payment structure for purchases, you can understand how much of the market, how much it stands to gain by having this um, connection, or where Visa taps it as one of the payment instruments that it would use to onboard into digital technology. The reason why that's important is because now once you have um, once you have Visa basically partnering with a digital asset, this now becomes and puts pressure on MasterCard, American Express, because what the blockchain does is not only does it make it quicker, but it lowers the amount of cost associated with making these payments. It put Solana and Visa in a term to be so far out in the market as far as making profits and actually making themselves more efficient. They'll be running away with this market, and of course that's not what their competition want. But this is a big thing. This is a very big thing. And if you go and look at what Visa it has said about the the market where he's testing Solana to see if it can handle the output of what it needs. Uh, Visa itself says that this is a multi-chain world. They do think that there's going to be a multi-chain event where multi-chains are going to be connected with payment sources and payment structure. This is why I'm still bullish even on Algorand, because Algorand has the capacity to do a lot of the things that Solana has, not as quick, but the security and the surety of the blockchain definitely makes Algorand one of the ones that actually could be in the multi-chain level of this payment source. This is one of the reasons why um, the Swift ISO 222 is a big thing, because I never understood, because it was actually put to Stacy, and she definitely um, said that this was not something that is connected with the Algorand, and it should be something that they use to their benefit, because these payment structure, the Swift system that has been saying that Algorand and other blockchains is associated with them, this will be a boon to the marketing of Algorand, understanding that it's a technology on the next level, and they should play into this partnership, even though they don't have any legitimate connection to them. But if they've already put you in a position where you're compatible, why can't you play that up? This is where some of the marketing in Algorand fails as far as a token. It seems like they are not a very business savvy. Of course, they do the things that with um, carbon neutral and planet planet wise, where they do some of those things. But that those are things that are not um, market movers as far as making money. Those are not making money. Those are definitely things to have an account as far as um, climate and concerns of that nature. But those are more of investment things where people invest in you if you are doing these things. But it's not a marketing thing that the regular Joe Smo is going to say you've planted a tree, so I want to invest my money in planting trees. Where you do not move the market and making it seem like you have a viable stake there as far as with the with the natural movement of the market, where you actually have a foothold in the market as far as with your technology. Algorand has so uniquely placed themselves as a energy blockchain. It takes away of some of the technology sharpness that people in the marketing, I think, would be something that would do them a great service. But like I said, I'm still hopeful of uh, Algorand hopefully getting some of the branding together and kind of rebranding themselves as something other than the green blockchain. Because, like I said, the green blockchain is not bringing in money, it's not bringing in eyes, it's not bringing in curiosity, it is not bringing in what it needs to, because green blockchain is just green. Hopefully, like I said, there's another move in the market, and it's something that we all can kind of get in line with. I had came across this, and it was a while. It was a couple of days ago, and there says a bullish blueprint, and a couple of things that was highlighted, and it's Algorand. If you can look at some of the things, if you look at some of the structures, and if you see some of the trends, a lot of the people are looking at Algorand and say there's a bullish trend to it, and I think there's a bullish trend because the fact that it is very low at this point in time. It's probably one of the coins that was hit the most. But if it was hit the most, I think it has the most as far as rebounding uh, uh, for the upcoming market. It's down like 90 some percent. So even if it bounces back 50%, that is a nice little putback turnaround. So you have to look at it sometimes like this, and some of us who invested in it have lost money. But if you are doing things the right way, if you still are staking, if you're doing some of the things that are in position to continue to give yourself a yield or stake or interest in where you have, the losses shouldn't seem as bad, especially if you're holding and you can come to a point where there's some gains that you can get back. So be smart with your money. Remember to keep your eye on the market. There's going to be some things that's coming up that hopefully we're going to be able to take advantage of. EFTs are going to be coming. I don't think they're going to come before next year. Uh, but once the EFTs come, there should be another bull trend that should be following that. But I think Algorand has a great future in front of it. But we all have to kind of see what comes next. Continue to hold your bag. If you have any questions, put them down below. There's some, hopefully, some new things coming up, new things that got to share. So I'm still on the grind trying to do this and that. And this is Sam Houston. Hopefully, that your tomorrows are better than your today. And we are out.